That worked. 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 That worked.
40 fucking.
You're gonna rip that thing
44 episode. Just every time I get near this thing, I just want to suck it.
That's what's gonna start this app. You're gonna have to cut everything up until Jake hums the mic. Okay. No, like the last one I did was fun. Like I had a really good fucking time doing Kate because I wasn't expecting that fucking movie. It's just like a female version of John Wick. I just was like, all right, it's mindless, it's fun.
Kissing Kate Barlow.
That's from Holes, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Joe's favorite topic, holes. MGTOW ass motherfucker.
Dude, I am a fucking misogynistic piece of shit. But it's only because I'm desensitized, man. I have like no inclination, man. Like I don't care to do the pursuit anymore. I'm such an old man. I don't care. Like I just want pussy to come to me. I don't want to go to pussy. Is that unfair? Yeah, that's totally unfair. Just hearing me say that.
Yeah, you sound like a real prick.
I do sound like a real.
I'm going good cop, bad cop. I'm gonna be like an ally. I'm going full ally. Stop saying Joe. We can't say that anymore.
We need to get a soundboard that has a bleep so that way I can just do
preemptively, like you see me like lining it up. You're like,
yeah.
Yeah. Nice people.
Upstanding citizens.
They do nothing.
Dude, that's like one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Marijuana smoker.
Fuck smokes marijuana, I'm a marijuana. Yeah, it'd be fucking hilarious if it starts raining out here.
Dude, my windows are open on my car. My motorcycle's outside.
Nice.
I'm fucking pissed. It said sunny all week. The weather app is a lie.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking full of it.
I've been screwed so many times. I'm just cruising down the highway. It starts downpouring. It said sunny all day. What the heck?
These fucking weathermen. It's a fucking weather conspiracy, man.
Riding in the rain isn't even that bad. It's just annoying getting wet.
My
sister's like, it's so dangerous. And it's like, you just ride slower. I've slid a few times, but I haven't dumped it yet. Knock on metal, but fucking
Fair
knock
enough.
on backwood.
Oh, that's a good one. Visual humor for the podcast.
Yeah, for
good
the
one,
audio.
stupid.
He's knocking on Joe's penis.
Over here knocking on my own penis. Joe, why are you masturbating during the entirety of this podcast?
This
Shut
podcast
up.
Sponsored by Blue Chew.
They actually did a pretty good bit on the bonfire that was it was either porn stars getting fingered or hounds drinking water. And
Oh my god,
that's like brilliant. It's like a brilliant segment.
Did you guess right? How'd you do?
I did.
How'd
I was
you
like
fare?
8 for 4. Like I was
8 for 4.
Yeah, I think.
I mean 4 for 8.
4 for 8.
Get the books, stupid.
Oof, and I
got 8 right out of 4.
I got fucking. It's been a rough one.
It's weird. It's a weird me facing you with the sunglasses. Like I can't get a read on you. You got the poker face.
I'll take them off.
You don't have to. You look cooler, honestly.
No, I don't. I'm fucking autistic. Just my eye hurts. I got one leaky eye and another one that works all right, but my right one is just like fucked. If
It's just me farting on your pillow every night. You just got perpetual pink eye.
It's the humbling that we need.
Yeah.
But no, we got like Lee. Shout out Lee. Shout out Aaron.
Shout out Burnsy.
Fucking
someone
Grilly.
commented on the YouTube was like, "Good job, fellas," but I didn't recognize the screen name.
It's either Lee or Siemens, one of the two. I think Siemens has some shit going on, but he's listened to a couple of the movie ones. He told me that he wanted to keep me even keel on the. I did Thrasher, and I like couldn't think of any metal bands off the top of my head. Or not Thrasher, Hesher. That was the name of that movie. Hesher. It's
This is a hit.
That's
I know a hit, and a hit is not a hit.
That's the fucking old guy that runs the casino.
The Jew dude.
Yeah.
He didn't run a casino, did he?
No, they were the guy that they were trying to extort for the money for the royalties, right? The fucking rapper guy.
Yeah, that's Hesh.
That's Hesh.
It's like Tony's old Jewish friend. Tony.
That's like one of my favorite characters too, because that whole fucking season is like kind of centered around the casino, and it's like kind of centered around Hesh, like in the royalties thing, and then you get like Chrissy just like slamming dope every episode.
Italy.
Dude, he's just like.
I just watched that one while I was going to sleep last night. It's like they shake hands in the lobby, and then Chris looks down. The younger dude has like 80 track marks on his arm. It's really like 5, but
Nice.
And then the next scene, he's like shooting dope with him in the hotel room, just like he misses the entire trip because he's just getting high on dope.
In Italy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's like one of the best episodes. Is like Tony like finds out about.
T, I got a wicked. I'm gonna hoof it back to the Excelsior. I gotta take a wicked shit.
I liked I like that whole plot line about like Tony like finding out that he's like the actual like small fish in the Casa like comparatively to the Casa Nostra.
Casa Nostra.
What is it? Cosa
Nostra.
La Cosa Nostra. Sorry, I said that.
This House of Oz. Casa Nostra. You fucking dolt. You're more Italian than me.
No, I'm not. I'm half.
I'm like less than half.
Really? You're mutt?
My mom's like. Her mom's like full Italian, but her dad's Welsh or something. So we claim half Italian, but I'm definitely like 30% or something. And my dad's not Italian at all.
Really?
Yeah. So my mom claims like she's like all Italian, but her dad is from Wales. Isn't that Welsh?
Yeah, Welsh. Yeah.
Not from there, but he
grew up there.
No, not that. His lineage.
His lineage.
His penis is Welsh. It's the size of a whale.
He's got a Welsh penis.
Wales. It's a fucking bunch of country of fat people.
Here, you want to hear something real stupid? Remember when Princess Diana died? I mean, you were probably real young. Like,
Lady Di.
Yeah, Lady Di. A big fat bitch. Oh, no.
Shitting her pants.
That would be the best.
There was a period in time when I thought that was like the coolest segment ever, and you were like, "No, that shit sucks." And like 2 days later, I was like, "All right, this is very redundant."
It is. It like gets old real quickly, but like once in a while they'll pop up. Like the internship of Lady Di episode is actually pretty funny because hearing her get kicked out of they had like the Super Show where they brought her and Stalker Patty into another studio.
She was weird as fuck,
dude. She's so like Stalker Patty, Bobo, and intern David had a show for a minute. It was like
their own show.
Like it was kind of like
the mental illness cast.
Like the YouTube comments on it were so fucking good because there's one where they just turn the studio mics off and then have a live mic in the room, like the conference room, where Bobo, Stalker Patty, and the intern David are all trying to like suss out what they're gonna do for a segment. And Bobo's brilliant idea is let's have a pierogi eating contest. It just means that he's hungry for pierogies in that moment.
He is kind of chubby too.
They bring him on fucking.
I'm not lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not like the fucking the $1 million fucking or no, what is it, $10,000 bandit or whatever. Those are so goddamn.
The
funny.
best is when they would like Patrice and whatever would just try and get Bobo hard, and they would just have like the Bobo boner contest.
The up down game, yeah.
Yeah, he would just be boned the fuck up.
That's what we should do. We should have the up down game over here. We
I
should
just
get
lose
like
every time.
That was pretty good. Shit.
You could believe it, but I could just being like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Well,
like,
he has a kid, so
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Anyone who has that assumption or presumption about us is
they're on
in the right.
Yeah, like they're on par. This is fucking.
We're like the equivalent of like SoundCloud rappers. Like it's pretty fucking cringe.
I had that exact same.
What do you guys do? We smoke dope and fucking talk about nothing.
Yeah, like we're just wasting everybody's time, including our own. Specifically our own. But it's fun, and you get to hear yourself, and it sounds.
I'm a radio star.
I get to hear myself on YouTube, JS. It works for both of us. Yeah.
My face hurts from smiling this whole last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Doink.
Fucking knocking your goddamn drug satchel over.
Little bussy.
Little bussy. Yeah,
bussy.
Is there already I know like Lil Nas X has the gay rap game cornered, but is there like a rapper called Lil Bussy yet?
No, but that could be a market that you might be able to tap into.
I
the
would
Bussy Cast with Joe.
I would love that, man. Are you kidding me? I'd love to have Lil Bussy just like drop something on SoundCloud, like little like 2-minute like remixes of dumb fucking shit. I said, so I fucked this chick the size of a waterbed, and then just have someone remix me a beat, just like waterbed, waterbed.
You ever hear that Bill Burr bit from his podcast?
Mm-mm.
So I fucking stuttering idiot.
Yeah, here, hit this while you're about to go on bike.
I'm about to have a fucking stroke. No, I put a status or a meme up on Facebook where I like said EDM's garbage because it was like, come see my laptop live, like the cliche EDM meme. But it reminded me of the Bill Burr segment on the Monday Morning Podcast. Shout out to Bill Burr. I'm sure you've all heard of him.
He's listening right now.
Yeah,
Yo, Billy, you're doing great. Fuck on.
Also, shout out to O&A because they're like the reason for podcasts like that.
Yeah.
They were like,
Rogan said that like so many
Yeah.
fucking times. If it wasn't for like being on O&A and just having a hangout, he wouldn't have been inspired to like do it. Like, I mean, it makes
that's
sense.
like the original one. And I used to listen to that shit daily. You can still listen to replays and they hold up. Like, it was just good shit. But fucking, what was I just talking about?
I don't know. Shout out Bill Burr and then.
Oh, yeah. He had a whole like 10-minute segment on the pod. Are you really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Fuck off.
Joey Jailhouse. Fucking.
Dude,
He rips on EDM. He's like, he goes, dude. He like imitates a fucking EDM beat. And some like legit EDM guy at a tour or a festival or whatever made a whole song. It's like Bill Burr does the drop and it's just Bill Burr going, and it's like a whole legit song. And it's just Bill Burr like, is this even fucking music? And it's just like his sound bites of him shitting on EDM. Shit sounds like fucking robots. But it was like the whole place was going fucking bananas. It was dope. I'll link it in the fucking description,
Put it in
man.
the description, man. I like how the first description I wrote was like telling everybody to go fuck themselves.
Stop listening. This is private.
Yeah, this is a conversation. It's an AP conversation. See your way out of it, you cunts.
Before I get D&E to fucking F you up, dude.
That F. Use not after F.
Spell I cup.
I see you, picker.
We suck.
Yeah, this is going great so far.
It's fine.
I like how, like I told you,
We'll
man.
hit our stride.
Sophomore fucking
Slump.
Yeah, sophomore slump. Thank you. We're going so good. Yo, I like listen to fucking so many other podcasts where they're like, yeah, we just like delete like a good chunk of it. It's like just because they think it doesn't sound good, or they start out like kind of talking over each other like we do every time. And then it's like I usually have to leave us talking over each other in just because otherwise everything else would be bleeped.
Yeah.
And it's like the bad stuff has to stay in out of necessity so that you can hear like a modicum of the fuck, like an iota.
What's modicum mean?
Like an iota, like a very like a
What's iota mean?
like small amount, like a very minuscule
Fucking
amount.
eloquent Joe.
Yeah,
The thesaurus cast.
Fucking articulate. I went to college.
I did notice that on one of the clips. We were talking about the mob, and you're like, these aren't college-educated people we're talking about. And I was like, I failed out of community college, you prick. Like, I'm not college-educated either. You
I am college educated, and I'm a fucking Struns. What does it matter? Like,
I just took offense. I was like, you're isolating our listeners, Joe.
to what? Like, oh, you guys actually like made money right out of high school, like a fucking smart person. Like, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Like, I fucking think that college education was the biggest waste of time that I had. I mean, yeah, you get the paper, but like I still fucking have to cook French fries for idiots. Like, that's like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it opens doors and like, you know, they always say it like pays dividends, but I don't know. I just don't agree with it. We can talk about that. I had like so many qualms with okay, so I didn't know you could drop classes in college.
I did, but I just stopped going, and then I got zeros in 4 classes, and it dropped my GPA below a 1, and I got kicked out. And they're like, don't come back, stupid. And I was like, I didn't want it anyway.
And what institution was this? ACCC or Stockton?
Yeah, Atlantic Cape. My goal, the only reason I even wanted to go to college was I didn't have great grades in high school. I wanted to get them up in college so I can go to Stockton and play like D3 club hockey and keep my hockey dream alive.
You can still do that.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, you got this.
No.
Yeah, man.
I'm cool with beer league at this point in my life.
Dude,
I'm not going back. I'm almost 30. I'm not going to go back and play D3 hockey with 18-year-olds. They'll fuck me up. I skated with them at like some men's league stuff, and like I'm old, fat, and out of shape. Like those kids can fucking skate, man. Like no. It would be like the cool, like Vince Papali story. Like Jake gets back into hockey and fucking chases the dream of playing Division III club. But nah, I'm cool with I want to get back into like beer league or something. But we could like sponsor a team.
I mean, that'd be pretty fucking dope.
Team
actually.
Blacktooth.
Yeah, Team Blacktooth. Like fucking do a
What's the mock-up looking like?
I have no idea, but Michaela's working on it. Shout out Michaela. I told her, I linked her to the Instagram, or I told her what the Instagram was, but I don't know. I just told her, like, go fucking crazy with it.
Yeah, follow at BLACKTOOth PODCAST on Instagram. Give us a follow, share. I post reels every day. Share the clips on your story. It helps out a lot.
Gay.
Hey, we got a plug, dude.
We do got a
plug.
plug.
A YouTube, BLACKTOOth Podcast on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications, all that dumb shit that they say on YouTube videos.
Dude, I dread doing that. It's like,
you gotta say it, man.
I know you gotta say it. It's like kissing the ring, though. It feels like I'm paying tribute to people, and I don't want to fucking pay tribute.
Eventually, we're gonna be.
I want to be the Don.
Start our own YouTubes.
No, that's a good transition, though. Yeah, we have a college girl, this college girl that I worked with. Her name's Michaela. She's the owner of my restaurant's fucking niece, and she's making the mock-up, and it's doing us a huge service because neither of us are good. As you can see from our social medias, neither of us are, like, particularly...
Our logo right now is, I Google image searched black tooth, or black teeth, or something like that, and it's an Asian lady that literally has black teeth. Some like deformity. She's just cheesing with like hockey puck teeth.
What the fuck was that message that someone sent you about? Yo, do you have that on it? Dude, what the hell was that?
I posted it on our Instagram at BLACKTOOth Podcast. Let me pull it up. We get some good DMs.
A lot of porn, a lot of adult friend finders.
Yeah, hello, my dear. Join the sex group. Insta-sex. Like, no, thank you.
One chick had some nice. She had nice titties. I will say that. The little screenshot.
It was fake. It was.
I know.
Some weird.
Let a boy dream, though.
Illuminati Lightway is the account. Shout out to them. Go give them a follow.
Yeah, the Illuminati. We got solicited for the Illuminati. I think that's a pretty good improvement.
We're making steps.
Yeah, dude. Like, I live right down the street from the Masonic Lodge. Maybe we should get them to follow us too.
If you want to be one, ask one, or whatever they say.
To
be one, ask one.
Yeah. The fucking. Did you fucking see that sign they have out front?
No.
They have like a little
blood sacrifices every Tuesday.
No, they have a marquee and they do like all their like little fucking local events. It's like their community calendar shit on there. And right now it says something like Pork-a-Palooza. And every time I drive by it, I start cracking up.
That is fucking funny.
I don't think it's a palooza. I think like either that, it's probably just going to be a bunch of people that look like they should be slaughtered for pork, and like a palooza of those type of people, which alienating.
This is Queen Light 243 from the Illuminati Lightway. Give her a message. Greetings to you. Are you ready to join the Illuminati for wealth, fame, power, protection, wisdom, and all of your desires? Apply for Illuminati membership today and enjoy the benefits. You will be given a huge sum of benefits: a car, house. As a new member, join us and receive $1 million as first membership benefits of the Illuminati. Also, more awaits. Kindly reply yes if interested. I said yes. She said, where are you from? I said, New Jersey. She said, is this the first time you were trying to join the Illuminati?
Damn it. I was in front of the mic. I was trying to get the...
You're Chinese.
I was trying to get that in there.
I love how it's like, we're going into like Red Robin. She's like, first time? Like, fucking, is this your first time trying to join the Illuminati? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, we have made a lot of artists all over the world and their families living well. What is your talent? I just didn't answer.
That's no. What's the other one that you got that was like the chick that was like, you ain't even know my fuck, like that, just a bunch of, she said something about
someone
Ian.
Like messaged me and just said, hey, and she said I ain't.
I ain't. Ian was standing right next.
Ian, but it's Ebonics for I ain't.
Well, spell fucking correctly, and then maybe I'll understand you. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
I can't even find the message.
I know where it is on mine.
She must have blocked me or something, but this is her friend sticking up for her.
This is going great.
Hold on, let me turn off Wi-Fi. I got no service. It's not working.
This is going great.
Shout out to Sprint.
I think it's this one.
The action scene at the end.
Nope, that's just us. Fuck, where the fuck? It's up here somewhere. I was like trying to wrap my fucking head around that shit. Like, I don't understand Ebonics at all. Like, I guess.
I posted the clip of it. Let me see if that'll load, because her message won't load. She like, why the fuck?
Bitch, I'm not your fan. That was pretty funny. That was a good one.
I can't find it even on our Instagram.
Maybe we gotta take it down. Illuminati's already working for us.
No, why the fuck you posting her message?
Dude, yeah, like...
Leave my bestie alone. Why the fuck you posting her message with you? You didn't ask for permission. She not a fan of you. When she said she not a fan of you, listen to her, because she ain't no damn fan of you.
Who's Lou?
I don't know. I'm sucking with these today. I'm gonna put this shit away.
I ain't no fan, damn Lou.
Damn it, yeah, like what the fuck?
I ain't no damn fan of Lou.
You sent me that, and I just am like, I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. By the way, you had the wrong setting on this. It like resets every time you close it, so all these photos are blown the fuck out.
Oh, great.
They look like ghosts.
Sorry.
Yeah. All good. No, it's fine. Dude, nah, that's just like I thought that we were gonna get some like hate mail like right off the bat because it's like redirecting people. Like you don't even have to do that. You can just like let there be a nice.
It took me so long to get up that it was like
That's what. Yeah.
poorly timed.
Talking about your fucking penis, stupid.
Sorry.
It's okay. We could just go quiet. Like let's just. This is the worst one to date.
Nah, we're good.
We're good.
This is enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're loving it.
They eat it. They like it. What was that? What the hell was that?
Oh, my head's
So you
gonna
take
explode.
taking a shit.
Oh my god. I'm unwell, dude. Holy fuck. I'm gonna pass out. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, cause
Oh, I'm literally gonna pass out.
good.
My fingers are fucking. Oh. I'm so lightheaded right now. I literally.
Fucking serves you right.
Oh my god.
Let me get the blunt.
Oh.
Before you faint.
Oh, dude. Fucking Boardwalk Blurry's podcast. I was just suffocated myself.
Dude, just relax your own stupidity. That's really what did you in is like, oh yeah, what did Jake die from? He was laughing at his own dumb fucking joke that didn't even it didn't translate.
I just YouTube search sound effects, and this one was a moaning sound effect. And I was expecting like a chick or something, and it was just this like.
All right, that's funny.
I'm gonna pass out. What? My fingers are tingling again. I feel like burnt.
All right.
Oh my god.
That wasn't. This is not good content.
No, that's hilarious. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
That's me right there.
Yeah, that is you.
Oh my god. Oh. I'm sorry.
Get some agua in you. Stop drinking so much goddamn coffee. Here, I'm gonna pause it for a second.
No, leave it going. This is good content.
No, it's not good
Trying to
content.
find another sound effect.
So it's not. You're not gonna top that.
Yeah, you're right. Let me fucking stray away from the soundboard.
Yeah, dude, we need to just get a soundboard and preload it so we can do this off mic. You get to listen to Jake dying. I'll just describe what happened. Jake was looking for a sound effect on his phone, so I'm staring at him, and he gets this shit-eating grin on his face like, oh, I got a sound effect that's going to interject perfectly with whatever the fuck you're talking
I'm gonna
about.
pee while you do this.
And then, yeah, all right, so...
Keep rolling, baby. You're doing
All right,
good.
so instead of just, like... Instead, he's gonna faint. He just almost ate shit. He made himself laugh so fucking hard at his own stupidity that he's like gonna fall and trip and faint in my fucking backyard, and I'm gonna have to take a picture of him pissing. Holy shit. Yeah. I need to go get more coffee. I'm just gonna fucking leave it rolling. Fuck it. So Jake is right now enjoying pistachios.
Good content.
We needed to, yeah, like no.
Trying to force open the last one.
Yeah.
One you fucking can't get.
Yo, you ever put them in your mouth and then just like try and yeah, like dude, it sends fucking chills down my spine because like sometimes it like a little bit of it fragments and ends up like stuck in your gum, and then you just have this like sharp little fucking like pistachio nut fucking shell hole thing in you for the next couple hours. Whew. That was a good one.
I literally like suffocated myself from laughing.
Just
We're just gonna the next clip. I was over there peeing and I was just giggling to myself more. Like I couldn't. Oh.
We can't fucking. It sucks. Like remember like when we used to just like be hanging out in the fucking like winter and it was like, oh yeah, you guys like you want to like roll the mousetrap like mid afternoon, get fucking stony baloney at mousetrap. Now there's no mousetrap anymore.
Still got Kingpin.
I haven't
Kingpin's
been.
lanes are better. We have differing opinions on this, but
Well, they just.
I went the other night with my lady and her niece and nephew, and we went bowling. It was a good time. It was good. I haven't been bowling in a while, so it was good to just like even just walking in. I was like, it's good to be back. I rolled with house shoes and house ball, but I did all right. I was fine in the pocket.
Dude, like, did they oil the lanes at least, or was
it was pretty slippery.
Like that's the only complaint I have.
Kingpin's usually pretty solid. Mousetrap was dry usually.
That's the only complaint I have with them is just that like fucking Kingpin doesn't oil their fucking lanes enough. I just don't like that. Trying to get some fucking screen crap.
Somewhat.
So trying to get a little fucking just interrupt like in the middle of middle of my idea for fucking social media. I just like I hate when they don't oil their fucking lanes because I don't oil my ball, but I like that because when you like I like hitting Brooklyn, which I know annoys the shit out of you.
No one oils their ball.
No, I mean you polish your ball. Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to like either have like more bite or like more give. Like it's supposed to like drift more. And like I try to like not like specifically I try to like get mine like bone dry because I like that bite because it kicks better Brooklyn than it does pocket for me. But then like if I use a heavier ball, if I go up to like a 15-pound ball and do it with like no thumb, I can like as long as the ball's like polished, I can fucking get all that inertia that's built from like it fucking just not having all that bite. Like it just like slides out to the rail and then comes right back into the pocket. But like my arm tires out faster. Like when I'm with you and we get like 2 hours over at Kingpin, that's usually where I'm like, fuck.
Oh, the Friday night marathons.
Dude, I miss
the most
those.
I've done is solo. It was like 25 games or something.
Yeah, I think 21 was mine. Like at Mousetrap when Woody used to just let me do the $5 bowling because he'd like let me stay in there till like 11:30. Like he'd be closed down, ready to go. And I was like, yeah, let me get like 2 more games. And he's just like, sure, I don't give a shit. I got nowhere to be. I'm supposed to technically stay open until 11. So I just like be in there and fucking keep going as far past as he let me. And I think I got up to 21 games. My average on that too, I read my average. My average was like 184 for that like set too. Like, it was like unreal.
That's fire.
I bowled like fucking legendary that day. But it was
What's
like
your normal average? I'm like
160. Like 160.
Yeah. Pretty average bowler. I'm not consistent. I could pop 200 3 games in a row, and then the rest of the night I'm rolling 120. So it's just like, and then I average out to a 160, and it's just.
You and Cap always make fun of me because I'm like average Joe. Like I fucking bowl.
You
like
are consistent.
One like 235 game, and then I'll fucking
usually
like
180, 170, shit like that, 160s. You're never below 150.
I mean, there's like a couple of times. Like I think I bowled like I know I hucked a 112 that one night when it took us forever to get a fucking lane. You remember that night me and you played like fucking arcade games at fucking Kingpin for like an hour and a half?
You got the little clip of me on the sport
motorcycle,
bike, yeah.
Like it was just the pinball machine was broken too, so like my autism wasn't even satiated. We were playing the fucking bowling game they have there.
I hate how good you are at pinball.
I
suck. I've been like once a week or something when I go get coffee, like if I'm in Ocean City, I'll hit the arcade, or if I'm somewhere where there's like, I don't know, I've been playing pinball a little bit, trying to get better, and I've always been bad at it. And I even tried to incorporate the bump where like it's going down the middle and you try to bump the ball over to the bumper, and like I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm not. You'll get on there and just rally for 10 minutes straight where I get like 3 volleys and then it's just right down the chute.
Well, you gotta like find a game too. Like you gotta like find one and play it like real consistently. Like when I was in Colorado, I got really good at Family Guy, like with the Stewie pinball, because you just
that
get,
one's
like,
fun. I was playing that at Jilly's.
Dude,
and you get the mini pinball
yeah,
going. That's really fun.
The fucking mini pinball is like where you get really good, because all that shit is like multiplied up, and all you need to do is just get. I think there's like 3 round the horn bonuses or 5 or something like that. So like round the horn bonuses where you have like, it's not a set quantity. But if you make the ball go as slow as possible, you acquire more letters for like someone's name. It's like a speed based multiplier.
Yeah.
So like you just can like rack up like infinite points, and there's zero liability that you'll lose a ball on it too. So like you can just play it as aggressively as you want. And I got really good at doing that, and then just kind of incorporate that, like find whatever the multiplier is on the table, and then just like relentlessly play that aspect of the game. And it makes you like kind of develop better skills, because if you're just trying to like hit one multiplier thing, you're aiming for the same target every time.
I'm not normally trying to hit anything. I'm just
You're
trying not to
keep
lose the ball.
Yeah.
And it usually ends up somehow going right down the middle, and then I'm doomed.
You got to do the old trick where when it
bump
gets
it or shake it.
you got to do the there's like a slap. You can like
Yeah,
fucking
that's the
slap it.
bump.
Is that the bump?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can figure it out. I'm trying to like shake the table and stuff, but
Nah, it's just, like you just gotta get used to, like you gotta know what like.
I'm pretty good at skee ball.
Skee ball's fun.
I find I keep going for like the corner one where it's worth like 1,000, and once I line it up, I can just hit them like over and over again.
Is pinball a Jilly still nickel or a dime?
Quarter.
Quarter? Oh,
Skee ball's a dime.
Skee ball's a dime, right on.
You put $1 and you get like 11 games. It's
That's
dope.
fucking awesome.
I go in there and spend like $10 on the basketball game, and then I steal the balls from the other game next to it. So I have 8 balls, and I beat the high score, and it was like you have to score above 101 to get a free game. I got like 110 because I had like 8 balls, and you're shooting from like 3 feet away. So I'm just swish, swish, swish. I don't know. I'm addicted to those games. The basketball ones are fun.
The football one's kind of fun too.
Yeah.
You get your footballs, it just like burps footballs out at you on a conveyor belt, like you're working at the airport. And you just
Fail Army video.
Yeah. Dude, how fucking funny was that one with the fucking
Crabs.
the crabs? Yeah. What the hell are you on the conveyor belt? Who the hell put crabs on this airplane?
Chippy Kaye, Father Mucketh.
Nah, we were in there, and our train to Hofstra got canceled, so we had to take the subway out to fucking Brooklyn Queens. We had to go to fucking Jamaica, Queens. And fucking when we were waiting for our train, the guy in front of us was buying tickets, and they'd canceled all the LIRRs, so he's just like, fuck it. I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to have to ride the fucking subway with these fucking bums. And then because he said that, like, we were just kind of like drunk and like, like whatever. Yeah, we look like bums. The guy fucking was like, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to buy your tickets. And we're like, no, like, you're good. We got money. And he's like, no, I insist. Let me buy your tickets. I'm like, we're good, dude. Like, we're just college kids. And he's like, what, you want money now too? And I'm like, we didn't say that.
We don't want anything, you fucking dickhead.
Like, you're just being an asshole.
We want some weed. You're Jamaican.
No, it was
Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah, we were going to Jamaica, Queens. But yeah, no, it was like some white like business guy. Like they probably fucking heading like all the way out east on Long Island, like some uptight fucking broker or some shit that couldn't get back to his fucking house. Probably had to come in and work on a Saturday. Was wound way too tight. And drunk asses are like giggling at fucking girls and shit. Like we're just like I was like I was covered in sweat. I forget why. I think we might have gone to a show too. Oh no, that was what we did. We went to go see Big D and the Kids Table at Stevens. We were in Hoboken. We went to go see my buddy Dev. Shout out Dev. We went to go see Big D and the Kids Table, so we were like really fucking sweaty from the show, and like this guy was just like being a total asshole because they canceled all the trains, and he's like, I gotta ride the fucking LIRR with these fucking, or the subway with these fucking bums. And I'm like, yeah, and like the guy was like, I'm sorry, I'll buy your tickets, and we're like, we don't want it, like, it's all right. I don't know if
man, but we're good.
I don't think, like, I've also been mistaken by a state trooper. I was walking to the library one day, and a state trooper pulled over and made me show him my ID, and I'm like, he's like, where are you going? I was like, I'm walking to the library, and he goes, why don't you drive to the library? I was like, because it's a beautiful day and I feel like walking. And he's like, you're not from around here, are you? And I was like, I just handed you my ID. You could see that I'm literally from up the street.
Like, you're not from around here, are you?
Dude, it was just this like awkward ass fucking banter, like that he was trying to convince me that I wasn't from here. And I'm like, dude, I gladly will walk back to my house and unlock my house for you and then walk back here, but I'm just going to continue walking to the library. So eventually we're still having this back and forth, and he comes up to me and he gives me my ID back. And then my neighbor, who used to be a state trooper, pulls up on the side of the road and goes, Joey, don't worry, I was driving by, I saw them. I told them to get the fuck at it. Like, I told him that you're a good kid and like all this other stuff, and told him to like scram. And yeah, so he like he pulled up and was like, yeah, I took care of it. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. So the fucking Bix leaves, and then the cop is like still there, and he's like, he gave me all my stuff back, but I'm like, am I free to go? Like, because I always make sure to ask that before I just like start
my
walking.
rights.
Yeah, like I was like, am I free to go? And he's like, yeah, but I insist on giving you a ride to the library. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking a ride in a cop car to the library. And he's like, no, I insist. And I'm like, sir, I appreciate.
I want to walk.
I was like, I appreciate what you're trying to do.
I have a car at home.
But like, I really like, it's weirding me out. This whole interaction is weirding me out. And he's like, fine. Like, you just kind of gave me like the girlfriend reaction. He's like, fine, and like just like real stern, real direct, just fine, and walked back to his fucking whip and got in, and then followed me the whole like he was buzzing me on fucking Old Tuckahoe Road the whole way back. Dude, they are such fucking cunts sometimes. Like,
the Woodbine Barracks is like a beginner's barracks or starter barracks or whatever. So a lot of those guys they
all got chips all their
they're
shoulder.
not from here either. Yeah, they don't know, and like they don't know their way around here. You can outrun them easily. That's what I'm saying. If they get behind you, just bail. You got this.
I think I saw some like shady undercover shit going on down at the bike shop. I went in there to like when I was I'm gonna bleep his real name, Kyle Norberry. What's his fucking rap?
Lil Tweet, dude. Shout out to Lil Tweet.
Yeah, Lil
You don't
Tweet.
have to bleep his real name.
Really? Okay, fine. Lil Tweet. Yeah, shout out Kyle Norberry. I was over there getting I was looking at the electric bikes, and he was walking me through them because he works over there. And I was at the bike shop, and I was just like in my truck, like I think either had a joint rolled or getting ready to like light one up or something, because I remember like hesitating for a second because there was another person in the parking lot, and I'm like pretty close to my house. I might as well just like go smoke.
Go home. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I hesitated for a sec because I saw this dude looking at me. So I get ready to like I put the truck in park or in drive. I'm getting ready to pull out, and then a Stady comes flying in. No like lights, no anything on. Stady just like makes his way right into the parking lot and pulls between me and that other car. Gets out, goes up to his driver's side, says a few words to him, hands him a piece of paper, and then gets back in his car. And like just as fast as he was in, he pulls back out onto 50 and goes away.
Might have been like a detective thing.
I think it was like
marked units.
I think it was like an undercover and a detective or something like that. But the guy was like in like a Honda Civic, like a beat up fucking car. It wasn't a cop car. Yeah, it was like I think it was like some UC shit. Like
yeah, probably.
Like he knew somebody that
heroin sting or something.
Yeah, like I was like weird. Oh, and I knew
they were watching you, babe.
I'm not gonna say his name for obvious reasons, but I knew who the cop was. The cop used to play baseball with me when I was younger. It's not the one guy. It's not the one I name dropped the other day. Fucking. You just make yourself comfortable, why don't you?
Feet are hot. Gotta let the puppies breathe, babe.
My dogs are barking. That is like the old manest way of saying your feet hurt. Is like my puppies are screaming.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Daddy did all right at the casino yesterday. I used my blindness to my advantage.
What happened?
I fucking thought I had a better hand than I had, and I bluffed some guy off a hand, and then looked at my cards, but like as he showed, and I went to show it, I was like, oh shit! And he's like, what? You had a pair? And I was like, yeah, I thought I had two pair, because he had a higher pair than me, and I'm like, oh well, I guess my bluff worked then. And he thought I was like trying to shoot an angle at him, but then like we ended up talking. I like explained to him away from the table. I was like, yeah, look, like I'm blind in one eye. Sometimes like if I make weird faces, I'm not like shooting an angle, I just can't see. And then like the immediate next hand, I took like $110 pot down off this black dude who like I got there on the fucking flop. I had two pair on the flop, and then I'm explaining to this guy that I thought I had two pair, and that's why I showed. And like he's like, I don't believe you. So I'm explaining how I thought I had two pair when I'm now holding two pair. Fucking turns a fucking brick, river's a fucking king, and the guy shoves $50 in. I raise him to I raise him to I think 100. So I just like ended up taking that down because all he had was a king, and I'm like it was surreal. I was like in the middle of talking about how I like accidentally bluffed a dude and then actually had the fucking nuts and took it down, and the guy was like, shit, and just like got up and fucking laughed.
Check. Pay that man his money.
Give that man his. They started saying that on the fucking one live stream I watched, and I'm like, it's hacky. They're such hacky dudes. Like the one live stream is cool. They have this one called Live at the Bike that I like, But then they have this one that I started watching. It's called Hustler, and then Hustler has another one with Texas Card House. And like I don't know if it's just dudes on Hustler play at Texas Card House or vice versa, but like everybody on Texas Card House it plays on Hustler. So like if they're not at Hustler, you have to watch them on Texas Card House. And there's this dude that every other fucking hand is just like, pay that man his money. And I'm like, you are
It's funny the first 17 times.
Dude, it's so hacky. Like, I mean, and I like that they're commentating because they do give you a little bit of insight you wouldn't otherwise do because they're regs. They're just doing like the featured table. So they're like dudes that play with all the dudes at the table. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, I enjoy watching that. But like, you're fucking like really hamming it up for the fucking audience and it's not fucking like effective. Like, just quit your fucking, tell me what they have. Like, that's all I want to hear.
Old man Scrocka.
Hey, back in my day, we used to just watch reruns of John Tran. What's his name? John Chan. Yeah, I think.
Who?
The guy from he's the guy that bluffs Eric Slidell or fucking
no
Rounders. Yeah, I watch Eric Slidell videos once in a while. That dude does not have a chin, but he's a really good poker player, and I think he uses it to his advantage.
He's just like no chin.
He's like, dude, he's got like his neck just extends into his mouth. He looks like Mr. Burns in that episode of The Simpsons where he's an alien. They think he's an alien.
There was a kid in the grade above me, and he had a similar facial feature. He had no chin, and his nickname was literally No Chin.
Want to elaborate on that?
No, that's it.
That's it.
That's all I got. You've been pretty much carrying this shit today, but
yeah, because you're mid panic attack.
Yeah, it's not a blacktooth. If I don't feel like I'm dying halfway through it.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good podcast. We have to kill Jake every other show.
Like, just get too high and drink a bunch of coffee, and then I have a panic attack.
I'm in cruise control right now because I normally am at work just like fucking wound way too tight, but doing this is like my other job now, so I feel like I'm doing like some real work over here. Hey.
We should record again this week if we can. What days do you work?
Thursday through Sunday. We should do. I was gonna say we should do one tomorrow, but I got shit to do at work tomorrow anyway. I gotta go in and pull fish.
What time do you go into work?
Early, like 10. I'm gonna see if I can get breakfast with my dad first though. I don't know. I try to eat breakfast with him once a week too.
Word. We could do an early morning one because I'm usually up by 7.
I gotta 7:30. I would, as much as I would like to do early morning ones. I like
not
going
even this week, but like at some point.
Yeah, totally. Like just give me like a 24-hour notice because I have to like schedule my walk because I'm doing that for.
We could do a walk cast.
You want to do a walk cast?
Not really.
We could do a walk cast. Just hear fucking crunching in the background.
Breathing heavily.
Good one, JS.
Literally.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to end strong here. So let me talk. You were talking about college earlier. You want to hear about Joey in college?
Yeah.
I'll tell you about some because I think that was like a good. I gave a nice little teaser about living in the hood when I was in college on the last one. And I thought of a better hood story. I told this on. I called into Cavino and Rich one time, so I told them this story. But when I was living in Hempstead, we had this house on Cunningham Avenue that was right across the street from like the where the Islanders play. It was called the Nassau Coliseum. So like. The Nassau Coliseum would have like all these Isles fans like park on your street during like game day, and like it was fun being a Flyers fan because I just like go out there and be like, "You guys paid too much for fucking Tavares," and like they'd just be like, "You're gay." Like yeah, it's fucking great. Living in New York is awesome. And then like soccer season would roll around, and all the fucking Hispanic people in my neighborhood would put out like Barcelona flags and fucking like Portugal flags and shit. So it was like it was like lively. There was always like something going on. But like there was like one night where there was an Isles game and soccer was on. So I don't know when in the year it would have been, but like we left our front door open so we could do exactly like what we were talking about, and everybody came home. Like so we were all in our house. And a bunch of people were over, and we're rolling a blunt in our living room. And you walk into the front door, and you're like right in our living room. So we just like have the door open. Someone wants to pop in, you can come in, no big deal. So about like 9:30 rolls around, and this Mexican guy that nobody knows just walks in. He just stumbles in. He's hammered drunk, and he just like is looking at us, and we're like looking at him because we have this like blunt, like it's about to be rolled. And we're like, "Can we help you?" And he goes, "Is this not my house?" We're like, "No, this is not your house. Where do you live?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then we're like, no, you can stay. You want to like smoke a blunt? We'll drive you home. And he's like, no, it's okay. And then just like fucking just turned around and walked out. And then like we smoked the blunt. Everybody's pretty good. Like we're all like giggling. They're like, yeah, it's pretty weird. The fucking Mexican guy a couple hours ago. So we get a phone call from this chick Mel that like lives a couple streets over, and she's like, cause we were like a house of dudes. She's like, yo, could some of you guys like come over here like right now? We're like, what's going on? She's like, there's a man in our house, and we're like, oh, okay. So we like head over there, and turns out same fucking guy.
He's not my house.
Same guy walked into their house and fucking pulled his pants down to use the toilet, and then fell asleep on their toilet with his pants down. So
At least he went on the toilet.
we were like, wait a minute. We're on the phone still. Like, we were all about to head over there. Either we're on the phone with her still, or like someone called it back. We're like, wait a minute. Was it a guy who was wearing a red shirt and white pants? And Mel's like, yeah, how did you know that? And we're like, yeah, he walked into our house too. He didn't. I think he's just trying doorknobs or something.
He's just trying to find home, and he's hammered.
Yeah, he's drunk. He doesn't know where he
I've
lives.
done that.
I mean, yeah, like you also did that at my house one time.
Did I?
Yeah, you remember we got blackout drunk. You did a dab sitting at the kitchen table, and then like all our furniture was everywhere because we were getting the house painted. So you were just wandering around blackout drunk and landed on my parents' bed. And I was like furiously texting Stu at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, dude,
help me get Seymour awake.
Seymour's too heavy to move. I can't.
I was also 320 pounds at this point.
It's just I took a photo of you at like midnight, like you passed out on my kitchen table, and then I hear a bunch of racket, and I can't figure out where it's coming from. And then all of a sudden,
I was looking for your bed.
Yeah, and you ended up on my parents' bed, and I'm like, Jay's gonna be home in like a couple of hours. I need to get you off of there. You can't sleep there the whole fucking night, and like you just would not wake up. I was trying to like just move you onto like the floor, seeing if I could like roll you or get you up or something, and you just were like, nah. So like 4 a.m. rolls around. I'm like, I might as well like try again in like an hour, like to wake you up, and I'm just like passed out like on the fucking couch, and I just see you. I hear footsteps, and then you come around grinning ear to ear like, hey buddy, and I'm just like, you heading home? And you're like, yep.
Drove home
Just drove home fucking drunk as shit at like 4:30 in the morning.
I had one where I was walking home from a friend's house in Seaville to my house. It's about 8 miles, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I decided I wanted to go back to her house. I just got confused. I was like 4 blocks over from her house. It's about probably 4 or 5 in the morning, and I don't even remember doing it, but I must have been knocking on this person's door or trying to open the door, and my only memory is like some old guy saying like, get the fuck off my property, you fucking idiot, like this isn't your house. And I'm like trying to go into his house, and he said he was like gonna shoot me or something. And then my next memory is I was sprinting down the fucking street, and there was actually, I'm also 320 pounds at this point, so I'm just trucking down the street. But on my snap memory, it was just a video, and it was all you see is my feet, and I'm just like laying down on the ground on the side of the road, and I'm just like huffing and puffing, and I'm just like looking up at a street light, and it was like a block down from that house. So I must have just like ran down until I ran out of breath and just like collapsed on the
Laid
ground.
down.
And I was like, this is a good time for a video.
They'll never find me.
I didn't even remember it, and then I started having like flashbacks of it like the next day while I was grocery shopping. Like someone looked at me weird, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna see that person in the grocery store one day. I remember the house. I could point it out.
That's funny.
It's like a nice house. It's just me like hammered with I stole a bottle of Hennessy from the party too, so I'm just walking home with a bottle of Hennessy in my hand, like still drinking. Like
nice.
Just chain and darts, just pounding on doors.
Class act.
I did that in Summers Point at a party too, and it was like around the same hour. It was 4 a.m. I was missing a shoe. I went out in the yard to pee, and then I must have got confused about which house I was in, and I'm just pounding on the neighbor's door at like 4 a.m. like, let me in, why'd you guys lock me out? Yeah, not good. I have a similar story to kicking things out. I think we talked about it on the one cast. It was I'm not going to say which establishment I was at, but I was at a casino in Atlantic City, and I just donated my entire paycheck to the blackjack table. I was very upset and very intoxicated. We were leaving.
Shout out AC.
Best city on the earth, but we're leaving at like sunrise, and everyone had to pee, and one of my friends decided to kick one of the urinal dividers out, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
I might as well start kicking out urinals.
It was probably about 15 urinal dividers. There's a lot. It's a very big bathroom. And I was screaming, fuck a job. Shout out to Stitches, the rapper,
Yeah.
Instagram celeb.
Yeah. Give him a round of applause. Stitches.
Fuck
Sticks.
a job. I throw that brick in your face. But I was screaming that very loudly, and it's a part of the casino that's kind of away from the action, so it was kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. Like if you heard it, just me screaming and smashing things. But yeah,
Fuck a job, bam.
Well, yeah,
Fuck
literally,
a job, bam.
one by one, I kicked every urinal divider off the wall, and then I was like picking them up and like slamming them on the ground and shit. And then our friend, I almost name dropped, was fucking He was like,
Did you
yo,
just do it twice?
I was joking. Like, his name starts with an S.
Bleep.
Shout out to Stu. He said he liked hearing his name on the pod.
All right.
He was the only rational one in this scenario. He was like, yo, we got to get the F out of here. You're being an idiot. You're going to get arrested. And I think he was the driver that night. He was like the only sober, responsible one. I don't think he gambled either. He's a good egg.
He's a good.
But me and our other pal donked off like a bunch of money. I lost like 300. He lost like 5. But we probably did way more than that in damage. So.
Oh yeah, so it
Win
evens
some,
out.
lose some.
Yeah, it evens out. You went home satisfied.
You lose money at the casino. Do a bunch of damage.
Yeah,
be
exactly.
A man.
Just
be a man. Shout out to Be a Man on fucking Instagram.
Be a man. Yeah. There's a fun story. I cannot name drop this guy.
Statute of limitations, baby.
I think he's good. But I think I'm not even gonna imply who it is just for the pure sake of
We're doing pretty good this time. I don't think there's gonna be much editing.
Yeah,
I don't think there's many bleeps.
No, I think we're good. I think we're doing.
We found a little. Oh, just leave it in.
Okay.
No, don't.
There's someone I work with, and I used to work with her brother, and her brother has one of the hands down funniest Atlantic City stories I've ever fucking heard. He was at the Tropicana and is now permanently banned from Trop for life because you know that one entrance on the boardwalk that's like the escalators, but they're at like kind of a 45-degree angle and it takes you right up to Chicky and Pete's. You know how there's that like glass vestibule in the front that you go into from the boardwalk? Mm-hmm. So it's like he, I guess, was really drunk and perceived that it was a pull when it should have been a push or vice versa, but ended up completely missing and just going clean through the fucking glass. Like just was like that scene in Sid and Nancy where
he just ran through
just
it?
ran clean through the glass. And like there was like a whole mess, and apparently security started getting kind of testy with him, so he started getting and he's like a pretty muscly, like he's a stacked dude. Like he's a I think he works in healthcare, but he does like his fair share of working out. Like I wouldn't fuck with him. He's a pretty like healthy fella. So the security started fucking with him, so he started fucking with them back, so then the cops get called, and sure enough, because he's being drunk and disorderly, they take him to the fine establishment that is Atlantic City Drunk Tank. So they take him to the drunk tank, and while he's being processed, he's put in a cell with like another dude. It's like this black guy. The black guy, like, and he's still fucking plastered now, and I think the police roughed him up pretty good. But the black guy's like,
adrenaline's pumping now.
Yeah,
he's fucking ready to talk some shit.
Black guy goes, "What'd you get?" He's like, "What are you in for?" He's like, "I don't know. What are you in for? Being black?" Like,
it's pretty hilarious.
Black guy just goes, "Yeah, pretty much." Like, yeah, apparently they were tight.
Best friends.
Yeah, they were pretty tight. Like they got through it.
That was going.
I didn't think
he was gonna get roughed up further, like shivved.
I did the exact same thing. There's this really good movie with Josh Peck in it called The Whackness, and it's about Josh Peck being a weed dealer in New York, and he has to start going to a therapist because he gets caught selling weed. And the therapist has a hot daughter, so he sleeps with the hot daughter. And that's like the whole movie pretty much. But yeah, there's like a scene where the therapist and him are smoking weed on a subway platform and get arrested, and they get thrown in jail. And there's a fucking line in that movie. It's so goddamn funny where they're like in the holding cell and it's just packed. And this black dude's like, "Hey, can you guys shut the fuck up?" And he's like, "What are you in for, man?" He's like, "I stabbed my wife in the pussy." And it just cuts. And it's like, line like,
oh my god,
that movie is worth watching just for that line.
How do you do that?
I have no fucking idea, but it's
brutal.
You ever see Taxi Driver?
Give me back that flayfish.
No, we got like 5 more minutes. What should we finish off with? Well, let's say, yeah, you know what? Let's get some. Let's get some shouts going though. I think that we deserve, like, you shouted out Stu. We should shout out Lee and Siemens. Aaron, thank you for listening, and your feedback the other morning was fucking inspiring. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was
fucking same with Grilly.
Him and Grilly were probably the most, like, I don't know. It meant a lot to hear. Like, they both sent like a paragraph and like saying that was good stuff.
Lee told me that this is his new favorite podcast, and I said I'm sorry. Yeah,
sorry to disappoint.
He's like,
I got way too high today, Lee, and just didn't chime in for like an hour and just let this idiot fucking ramble about poker and
fucking
dicks.
tugging my own dick.
A lot. We have a theme with our clips. It's just mainly seems to be focused around Joe's butthole and pooping lately.
Yeah, like my body being hilarious.
But it's not.
It's a
like,
temple.
I'm like, our Instagram sucks. It's all like just Joe poop stories. Like the poop cast with fucking Jake and his cracked front black tooth.
Look, you gotta start strong, you gotta end strong, baby, and that's like the way we're doing it.
I think we'll have some good clips out of this one.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
I think